Hey, and welcome back to another episode of Ask an AppSec Engineer. Today's question comes from user Chad B. Noob after watching my Do Application Security Engineers Need to Know How to Code video. You can click the link above to go view that video if you want. Chad wrote, I have only heard the concept of security champion a few times. I would love to see a video on this. So first and foremost, thank you so much, Chad, for your comment. As promised, I would answer questions, so here we go. As stated on the OWASP Foundation website, security champions act as a single point of contact in regards to security for their team. The security champion is in contact with a member of the security team, tasked for guidance. The security champion can monitor security best practices and help the security team run and promote security uplift activities such as capture the flag events or CTFs. Now, security champions also help to improve the communication between the development teams or product teams and the security team. A security champion will know the pain points of their team. They'll be familiar with the code bases and the culture, and they're pretty much theoreticized to have or be in a good position to present security in a way that directly connects with their product team. Essentially, they're just an active member on the product team that may help to make decisions about when to engage the security team. They don't necessarily have to be a developer, although most companies do like when they are developers. And above all, they act as a liaison between the two teams. Now, there are pros, and in my strong opinion, there are some cons to this role. With the cons, I would say for a later video. I personally don't believe a security champion program is sustainable. And like I said in other videos, I rarely see it implemented. But if you and your team or your organization, past or present, was able to set one up properly, please let me know. Like, I would really like to know how that worked out. So comment below and tell me about it, because honestly, I would love to hear about it, how it worked out for you guys. I'd especially be interested in the longevity of said program. How long has it been working? How long did it work until it failed? Just comment and let me know below. Now, I said I'll hold off on the cons for another video. Let's go ahead and jump into the pros of having security champions, or at least having a security champion program. So the first biggest thing is that there's an enhanced security awareness. It's theoreticized that security champions increase the overall security awareness within their teams. They ensure that security is considered from inception until it's released into the wild, as I like to say, but released into the customers. Now, because security is incorporated in the beginning part of or the inception part of the new feature or new product, it's also a byproduct that early detection of vulnerabilities will be found, right? So there'll be an early detection of vulnerabilities. So by embedding security knowledge within the development teams, the product teams, essentially, potential vulnerabilities will just be identified and addressed early in the development process. And that overall reduces the likelihood of releasing vulnerable software. And what I mean by the development process, I mean like brainstorming piece. When they're trying to build out the architectures. Next, we have improved collaboration. So security champions facilitate better communication and collaboration between the security teams and the product teams. One can even just say the development team as a whole, but I like to say the product team mainly because it's like security doesn't just talk to the development teams. They work with the bigger or broader group to really come together for product security. And this alignment, this collaboration helps in creating a more cohesive approach to security, that whole shift left mindset. Now, it's also theorized that you'll have faster response times in cases of incidents. So having a dedicated security advocate within each team can potentially lead to quicker responses when it comes to security incident. And that's mainly because these champions can act immediately with their teams, leveraging their familiarity with the code base and the development environment as well. Lastly, tailored training. So the biggest thing about having a security champion, or one of the biggest things, is that often they receive specialized training, which they can then share with their peers. And so it's also theorized that peer-to-peer learning can be more effective than traditional training methods. That's pretty much it for the pros. Like I said, I'm going to refrain from the cons and speak on that in another video. But for this video, know that this idea of security champion has been around for quite some time. And there are resources about how to get it started on the OWASP website. You can find the link to that website in the description below. And so I hope that answers your question, Chad. Again, thank you so much for even asking. Remember, everyone, if you have any questions about the work of an application security engineer or just application security in general, feel free to leave a comment below, and I'll make sure to address it in the up and coming video for this series. But don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you'll be notified of when I do post those new answers. So I'll see you in the next video.